Today we are going to be making our continuous contour drawing of our animal with wire. Last week you drew 4 different sketches of different animals. Then you chose your final one. Once you have chosen your final one, you want to make it into a contour continuous line, so without picking up your Sharpie. So once you have checked to make sure this is the right size, it's nice and big, you are going to take a Sharpie and you're going to make it into one continuous line. Thinking about how you can include all of these details. So I have the eye, then I want to bring in some feathers. Then I think I'm going to go down with my leg. Or go back. Now just because you do it this way with the Sharpie right now doesn't mean you necessarily have to do it this way with the wire, but it's a good exercise to get your brain thinking about how you can make this into one continuous line. Once you have it in one continuous line, so I did my flamingo with one continuous line. I have also finished my fish with one continuous line. Again, you can see both taking up a lot of space. You are ready to start with the wire. You're going to choose a few different colors. I think I will start with the navy blue today. And then you will add more colors. Before you begin, however, I would take a piece of tape, tear it off and put it at your table, and then cut a few little different pieces, because as you go you are going to be taping it to keep it in place. Then in the end we will be stapling it to the final paper, but I would just start by cutting a few pieces of tape. So to begin, I think I'm definitely going to start, I want to leave a little bit of room here so I can, when I come back, I can twist the two together. But I'm going to start with a piece of tape right away. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start following my line, my continuous line. And again, I think I'm going to come back, I'm going to do this section when I come around the other way. And I think I will put another piece of tape here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, as you overlap, you don't want to just keep going like this. You want to twist it around itself a few times. The more twisting you do, the more it will stay put together better, and the more interesting it will be. So then I'm going to twist it, and then kind of again shape it to what I need it to be. And then I can go ahead and keep going. Again, I think I'm going to tape it here. I'm going to go up, back up. I'm going to, before I twist it, however, I'm going to add a new wire. I am going to attach my purple wire. I'm going to twist the two together before I keep going. So I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to twist it around. I think I'm going to come back down. This way here. Make sure all my wires are nicely connected. And then before I keep going, I have to make sure I twist it around again. So I'm going to twist it here. Okay, make sure it's attached. And then before I continue on, I think I'm going to just twist it one more time. I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting and of course a little bit sturdier before I keep going. And then I am going to take a little piece of tape and attach it. Then I'm going to keep going, and instead of just bypassing, again, you want to twist it around maybe a couple of different times. Like so. As you go, I'm attaching it, and I would continue going through all my fish. So you can see here this fish I have almost completed. So I've attached a third wire, depending on the details of your fish or your animal. You can add different wires. You could also just use one color, or you could purposely try and color code the colors instead of just attaching 3 different colors. If you wanted, let's say for a flamingo, you wanted your feet to be a different color than your body, you could add a different color and cut the wires as you need. So I'm just going to finish here. Okay, and as I get to, so I'm going to do my mouth, like so. And then as I get to the mouth here, I'm going to take off that piece of tape, and I'm going to attach the blue and the purple. Now this one I didn't leave as much of the purple as I should have, so it'll make it a little trickier to twist it around. But you definitely want to attach them so it does make one continuous line. And then I do have extra wire here, and so I can go ahead and just cut it. And someone else will put that back in the bin because someone else may want a short navy blue. Once you have completed your animal, you are going to transfer it then to a piece of construction paper. When you're choosing a construction paper, you really want to choose a color that will help your color stand out. So I probably wouldn't choose a green or a dark blue or even a purple, but I want to choose something that will help it stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the tape off very carefully. Hopefully you did enough twisting so that it all stays together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of construction paper and you're just going to gently slide your animal onto that piece of construction paper, make any changes that you see, and then you're going to grab a stapler and you're going to staple it into place. So you're just going to grab a few, go to a few different places here. Alright, that first one didn't work for me. Let's see here. Here we go. I would maybe do a couple on the ends just to make sure that it fits, and then you could go in and add more. Once you have stapled your animal to your piece of construction paper, I would do a few more staples. I'd probably do one here, and one here. If there are areas that you can't reach, you'll just have to kind of hopefully be creative in how you staple it. Then you are done with your contour continuous line animal.